Alright guys, hey, what's going on? Just in the car, decided to make this little video about my recent trip to Bandon. It's been about a week and a half, and did some reflecting, looking at some photos and videos, and just wanted to kind of have some afterthoughts of my experience there, particularly the golf. Now, as everyone knows, I'm sure, the resort is, second to none. The amenities were fabulous, but and they understand that resort is pure golf. It's for golf. Everyone was extremely friendly. You couldn't ask for a better spot to enjoy a couple days of just good, plain, fun golf. Now, me and my buddy Tom, we played Pacific Dunes in the morning and Bandon Dunes in the afternoon, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. In the morning, it was about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, 72 degrees. In the afternoon, it picked up to about 20 to 25 steady wind, but just absolutely gorgeous, warm. Just couldn't ask for a better day for golf, weather-wise. As far as the golf is concerned, I really wasn't expecting the courses to be so distinctly different. Having played Pacific in the morning, you could really see the artistic genius of Doak. I guess the saying is, or the thought was, that the genius behind Doak and Pacific was that he moved a lot of dirt to make it look like he moved very little. And if that's the case, I mean, it truly is a masterpiece. The bunkering was outstanding. Green complexes were great and distinct, unique. The best set of par threes I've ever played or seen. Strategy-wise, second to none. Firm and fast. And a true minimalist design, the epitome of a minimalist design. Now, I know Corin Crenshaw would be up there as well, but Pacific was something else. I thought the weakest point was maybe the par fives. 3 and 12 ran pretty close. They almost looked very similar to me. And 18, it was beautiful, but you could tell it was just a push to get back to the clubhouse. And that was one thing that I took away from Pacific, was that numbers 9 and 10 didn't connect to the clubhouse, and that was really refreshing for a layout. I've never played a layout or a course that didn't have holes 9 and 10 next to the clubhouse. So it just made me think that Doak just did not sacrifice anything for the sake of golf and the sake of his design and his layout. He wanted to make quality golf holes, and he pulled it off brilliantly. Now, playing Bandon in the afternoon, again, a great course. I would put Pacific a notch above Bandon. Bandon still was brilliant. The first hole was probably the best first hole I've ever played. Simple, but still relatively tough and great strategy-wise, depending on how the wind is playing that day. The par 3 15th and the par 3 15th was great. Tough hole. We played it dead into the wind. I thought number 4 was just a beautiful, beautiful hole. You hit your drive south, and then it all of a sudden takes a turn. You're looking at just an infinity green out to the ocean. Just absolutely stunning. 16 was great. 16, I guess, was the first hole built at Bandon, and you could see why. It just seemed that the land was there for the picking, if you will. A golf hole had to be on that piece of property and that piece of land. I thought 17 was brilliant as well. I don't know if that's, I wouldn't say it's the most underrated hole, because I don't know what's rated the best, but if there was an underrated hole, I guess that would be it. Big ravine down the right. The approach is kind of like cape-ish, if you will, where you have to clear that hazard. Kind of like, I believe it's 8 at Pebble. The one after the short par 3, I think this is 7th, yeah. Kind of in that frame of mind. But the bunkering was a little indifferent. I didn't feel like they connected well. Some were revetted faces, some were more rugged. Some looked like pop bunkers were just there to put out there. And maybe that's the fact because the wind was playing at a certain, distinction or a certain way that they weren't in play, and maybe that's why I felt they were a little disconnected from hole to hole. One thing that I didn't like was some of the holes. There was quite a few long walks in between the holes. Pacific was more tight, if you will. But nonetheless, I mean, Bandon's incredible. The par 4 fifth was a great hole as well. Really cool into the dunes. Green kind of set at the bottom of the dunes. Played dead into the wind. I hit a 6-iron from 140 and came up about 25 feet short on the green. But yeah, I mean, Pacific and Bandon, two of the best courses, probably the two best courses I've ever played in my life. And last but not least, the Punch Bowl. I did some periscoping on the Punch Bowl. Maybe you checked it out. That was the most fun I've had. I guess not on a golf course, but on a golf course, if you will. I don't understand why courses around here, or anywhere for that matter, why there's not more putting courses like that. An homage to the Himalayas at the old course, St. Andrews. Just so fun. Me and my buddy Tom and our wives, we played both nights, and just I can't tell you enough how great that was. Guys were finishing up their bets and having a great time. Drinks on the Punch Bowl. Just so cool, so fun. Just a great experience overall. So that's my take on Bandon and my experience. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.